Yeah. Ooh.
Questions. If you've got car questions, usually at the bottom of the hour, we've got our tech corner, and Mr. Todd, the expert, gives us some answers. So if you've got a car question, 505-243-3333, just text your question in. And if you want to include a picture, maybe you've got a question about a certain thing and you want to include a picture, go ahead and send us a picture too. And even if you just wanted to send us a picture of cool cars, we like those too.
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah, whatever. But if you've got a car question, info@malloyjeep.com. Right now, text them into 505-243-3333. And that is how to contact us. But looking at deals, before we jump into some of the car questions and some of the balloon Fiesta stuff we're going to talk about, if you're looking for a deal, I got to start at Chevrolet this week. How's about getting a new Silverado and getting $3,000 cash back and a rate of 3.9%? Wow, that's pretty good.
That's really good.
That's good.
Looking for like a heavy duty, like a 2500 or a 3500, you can get that 3.9% financing on 25 and 3500s as well.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for something to tow your balloon on, balloon paraphernalia around,
There you go.
yeah. Get on down and check out the Chevys because those are some great deals. And we've got a really good selection of Silverados right now. If you're looking for a truck, and that's kind of what we do. We are truck people. And if you're looking for a truck, it doesn't matter if you're looking for a Chevy or if you bleed blue and you want to look at a Ford or you want to look at a Ram, we've got some great selection of vehicles right now. Talking about Ford, you can get money back right now. You've got $1,250 cash back and 3.9% for 72 months on a new 2025 Ford F-150. Or if you're not looking for a truck, I don't know why, but if you weren't looking for a truck, you can get a new Mustang Mach-E. You can lease that for 24 months for under $300 a month.
That's a deal.
Yeah, that's pretty reasonable. Yeah. That brings up EVs. Let's talk about EVs for a second. Now I'm getting off in the weeds. I'm getting off a script. But let's talk about EVs because last week was at the end of the month, last month was the last time to get one of the IRS EV rebates. And so questions come up, and I've had a lot of people asking, well, then what's going to happen to EVs? Are we going to be selling any? What's going on? And the answer is yes. EVs are still going to be there. We're still selling EVs. And in fact, what the manufacturers have kind of figured out is they kind of figured out a way to extend that tax credit through a leasing program. And so what they did is they kind of, I don't know what they did. I ain't sure. You can still lease Mustang Mach-E. You can still lease a Chevy Blazer EV or an Equinox EV or a Silverado EV or even some of our hybrid vehicles like the Wrangler 4xe or the Pacifica hybrid. Up at Ford, you've got the Ford Escape hybrid, plug-in hybrid. You can still lease those and take advantage of some huge deals because the manufacturers figured out a way to work this so that they could still take advantage of some of that leasing tax credit. So if you're looking for an EV, just because the federal tax credit went away, doesn't mean that you can't still get an awesome deal. And especially, if y'all are in town, maybe from Colorado or other states, that doesn't have any effect on the state tax credit. So like in Colorado, they've got a huge tax credit for EV purchases and leases. The same in New Mexico. We've got a state tax credit. You've also got other states. Just there's all kinds of states that have some state-specific EV tax credit. So if you're looking for an electric vehicle, it doesn't mean just because the IRS went away that we're not going to be getting you some deals. There are some hot deals right now. So if you are looking for that, you ought to get down to Los Lunas, no matter what you're looking for. If it's a truck, if it's an EV, if it's an SUV like the Durango that we drove in, we were kind of surprised with the Durango.
I was.
Yeah,
That was a nice ride, right?
3.6,
I
right?
liked it.
3.6 in that,
Yeah, right good.
and runs great, gas engine, and kind of just ran on down the road. We were pretty good.
Yeah,
But anyway, if you're looking for a deal and you're in town or whatever, get on down to Los Lunas today. We've got some huge specials going on, and that was the place to go because we've got all the brands: Chevrolet, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, Ford. And this one, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Ford, Chevy. Maybe I missed
There's a
Chevy.
bunch of them.
I don't know. Plus, we've got our electric vehicles in all three stores. We've got trucks in all the stores, and we've got our commercial team and the budget used car lot. If you're looking for a deal on a used car, we've got cars that start low as low, under $10,000 on the budget lot right now. So if you're looking for just something to get around in, you're looking for something that's more affordable, we've got those for you as well. When we come back, we're going to start touching on some of the questions that we've got that came in over the email that made it through the spam filter. We're also we've got a couple of questions that have been texted in so far. If you've got a car question, 505-243-3333. Text those in now, and we will try and answer those. We're also going to be talking a little balloon fiesta trivia coming up. When we come back on the Malloy Los Lunas Auto Show on your radio on 96.3 News Radio, KKOV.
Road construction in Los Lunas means price demolition at Malloy in Los Lunas. Grab a 2014 Ford Explorer, construction price just $10,995, or a 2019 Wrangler, only $12,995.
Okay, off camera. You can pick your nose, scratch your ass.
These deals will not last. Call 505-451-0714, 505-451-0714. Malloy Los Lunas, where construction means savings. Something BB2661, BJ24208, ACP20607.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
Oh,
A lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell,
you reading that text?
the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET.
What do you bet Robin's using speech to text and not a very good one?
Timeshare owners, this is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive.
Maybe have Robert call us.
Where you legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare
Black button.
legally and permanently, call today. Even if you've tried before and were unsuccessful in getting rid of your timeshare, call today and see if we can help. We offer a complete 100% unconditional client satisfaction guarantee. Make this completely
Hello.
call and learn how we can help you legally put an end to your timeshare nightmare once and for all. You have nothing to lose, so call right now to qualify and receive a free consultation. Call 800-838-8614. 800-838-8614. That's 800-838-8614. Paid for by Airtime Media.
French roots and American dreams are the foundation of Bruet Winery. Bruet's winemakers a variety of world-renowned sparkling and still wines to delight anyone's palate. And there's no better way to sample their varietals than the tasting rooms in Albuquerque and Santa Fe. If you're hosting an event, ask about their barrel or VIP rooms. Bruet's Albuquerque location is now hosting pop-up dining events. Visit gruetwinery.com for details. Gruet Winery is on Pan American Freeway in Albuquerque and Don Gaspar in Santa Fe.
We are back on the Malloy Los Lunas Auto Show on your radio. We are talking cars and balloons, and we're going to be talking about some car questions coming up. We've got a couple of text messages coming in here. Hey, okay, we're going to just jump right into this one because I wanted to talk about something else, but we got to do it. We got to do it. Robert texted us just now. He's got a 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee. So this is like early tech corner. We're breaking tradition. We're jumping right into this because I'm curious. He's got a 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee, and he must be using AI to text, or voice to text or something, because it says for years, it says it has made the chicken, and so Todd thought maybe he meant ticking. Ticking. Yeah. It's like a small knock, but it doesn't increase with RPMs, and it's
so it. You know what I was thinking too, Dennis?
Yeah,
I was thinking that those vehicles, even like GM and Ford and all of them, when they sit in an idle, your injectors will pulse and you'll hear this tick. It's almost like an idle tick, and it won't increase. Once you increase your RPM, you really won't hear it. But when it comes down to an idle, you can kind of, let's say you had the hood open, you could hear it better, but there is an injector tick, a pulse. Maybe that's it, or maybe an AC actuator clicking, but I'm almost thinking it's an injector click.
Robert, if you're able to give us a call, 505, same number, 505-243-3333. We got a couple of questions for you because we're trying to figure out the chicken noise. Hey, and if you
can I take a guess?
Yeah.
Is he part of the Impossible Mission Force, and that ticking is just a time bomb?
It could be. Hey, if you're looking for a deal this weekend, I also wanted to mention we were talking about Ram. Ram's offering up to $8,000 in rebates right now on a new 2025 Ram 1500. And you can qualify for 3.9% financing there as well. That seems to be the number of the month, 3.9. But that's for 72 months on a brand new 2025 Ram 1500. We've got Ram heavy duty trucks there, including, I don't even know if you saw them, Todd, that just came in, including a couple of sweet 3500 dualies.
I've seen a white one this morning that was really nice.
Yeah. And they just arrived this week. So if you're looking for a truck, if you've got a whole bunch of balloon stuff to tow around, that's you ought to come down and see us because those are some great deals. And we've got heavy duties. We've got a ton of 1500s. If you're looking for, drum roll, please. If you're looking for a Hemi, there you go. Hemis. If you're looking for a Hemi in your truck, they're back, baby. You can get a new 2026 1500 with the Hemi in it. Again, thank you very much, Mr. Ram Dodge person, for giving us back our Hemis. So you can take a look at those. We've got a couple of those that have come in already. And remember, nothing stops Ram. That was weird. That was just on the TV. There was a commercial for Ram right there, right when I was talking about it. But they've got the Hemis back. We've got a couple of those in. So that's pretty exciting for us. So again, we think a couple of ideas on Robert's question might be that.
I think it might be.
Might be something else. We were talking about. What did you say you thought it was? Maybe lifters?
No, an injector.
An injector.
Yeah,
the injector pulse.
Yep.
Yeah. Might be.
Yeah, I think it is.
Could be. If it is a Hemi, it's going to have a tick.
Yeah,
it's going to have a tick.
That's
that's
deal.
what it is. I wondered. I haven't driven one of the new 26s with the new Hemis in it, but I wondered if they carried that in. I think they did. I think they just kept the same engine.
You probably.
But yeah, if you're looking for a deal, come on down and see us. We're pretty excited about Balloon Fiesta weekend this weekend. Even though they didn't lift off, it's okay. It's still cool to go to. Balloon noises. That's what they were doing this morning.
All right.
Yeah. I was thinking about the I don't even know what you call them. I guess they're the heaters, but not the heaters. The things
Yeah.
that shoot the
burners.
burners. Is it a burner? Is that what you call
Yeah,
it?
the burners.
I was thinking about those burners, and I guess they're pretty complicated. I always thought it was just like, okay, there's a propane switch, flip it on, you're good to go.
To me, you got fire in there, and it's just kind of strange.
Yeah, they've got so there's different sizes of those things. I guess
The little tubes that go around it.
yeah, you get single ones, you get double, triple. They even said quadruple here.
It's because it's liquid propane. It goes through there and it expands it. It of course turns it back into gas because liquid propane doesn't burn once it turns to gas. Now, if there's fire, it's going to very, very quickly turn from liquid to a vapor that burns. But okay, I'll shut up.
You might want to stay away when it's turning into vapor. Yeah, they've got regulators, valves, and safety features, and all kinds of stuff built into them.
That's crazy.
We don't work on those though.
No, we don't.
We work on anything else.
Anything about them.
Anything else you want us to work on, we'll take.
Yeah.
We're not sure about those. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff, man. It's really, really involved. And like Jerry was talking earlier about the upper winds and the winds on the ground and all of that stuff you got to take into account.
It was calm on the ground this morning, but aloft, a few hundred feet up, the winds were ripping.
And what do they call that? They call that the box, right? The Albuquerque box. But
that's just an inversion layer.
But that's kind of one of the things that you have to take into account is that the winds on the ground aren't the same as the winds even 500 feet in the air. And so
and you go another 100 feet, few hundred feet up, 1,000 feet up, and it's going a different direction.
So that is that's all I know about it. I like going though. I do.
Cars. That's why cars are better, because you just point and go.
We know about cars.
Push the accelerator.
Yeah, that's for sure. And getting back to Robert's question too, if you want us to take a look at that, we'll be happy to. Give us a call at the store, 505-451-0714. This next week, if you want to call and ask for Todd, we'll be happy to take a look at it and see if we could identify that sound, because we're not sure. There's a couple of things, we've got a lot of questions that have come in. I got a couple more that have just come in, but we got a lot of people, I think, that are in town that have some towing questions. So we got some stuff on towing, and we're going to talk about those questions. In fact, I was looking through questions here. I've got a lot of truck questions. So we're going to be talking about trucks for the next few minutes, answering some towing questions specific to some models, especially about how much they could tow and if a certain vehicle would tow something else. So we're going to be answering those. We're going to be answering a couple of more questions that have come in on the text line. If you've got a car question, 505-243-3333, get those questions in and we will get to them, or we will get back to you. But if you are in town, do yourself a favor, get to Los Lunas. It's a short drive right on I-25. We're at exit 203 in Los Lunas. All four stores are sitting right there together, so you can shop and compare. If you want to look at Silverados, if you want to look at F-150s, if you want to look at Rams, you can compare all of those vehicles together, all in the same place. And we're just country folk. We ain't that fancy. So just come on down and see us, and we're going to treat you right and find out what you're looking for and find something for you. We've got almost 600 vehicles on the ground right now. So if you're looking for a vehicle, chances are we've got it. But when we come back, we're going to talk about some of these towing and truck questions that have come in on Tech Corner here on the Malloy Los Lunas Auto Show on 96.3 News Radio, KKOB. Welcome back to the Malloy Los Lunas Auto Show on your radio. It is time for our favorite section of the show, Tech
All
Corner.
right. Well, when'd you guys come up with that one?
No, it's good, right?
Yeah.
Tech. You want to sing along?
Yeah.
Pretty
All
good,
right,
pretty
all
good,
right.
man. That was
Did
pretty
you do
good.
that or did you do
Yeah,
that?
we did a little AI video or audio editing there.
That's cool.
But yeah, welcome to Tech Corner on the Malloy Los Lunas Auto Show on your radio, sponsored by Malloy Ford, Malloy Chevrolet, and Malloy Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, as well as commercial and our budget used car center. We are going to be talking about some real world tech questions that came in to us. A lot of them have to do with towing and some truck questions. And about what kind of trailers they can tow and some of the gear rating on vehicles and things like that. So we kind of picked the best of the towing questions, and so we're going to have a whole towing truck segment.
Good deal.
Yeah. But yeah, if you're looking for a vehicle, if you're looking for something to tow, get on down to Los Lunas. We will find you the right vehicle with the right equipment to tow whatever you need. So the first question, we're going to be talking about an F-150. And looking at a 2021 Ford F-150 with a 3.5 liter EcoBoost. The question is, he's got currently, or she's got currently, a 26-foot Airstream and wants to know if they could safely pull an Airstream with the 3.5 liter EcoBoost. What do you think?
Well, first you got to start off with the weight of the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go, so GVWR is on the placard when you open the door up on that vehicle. It'll give you it's a gross vehicle weight rating. That's with occupancies in the truck, the bed loaded, and the weight of the trailer. You never exceed that. So you really need to know what the weight of the trailer is to know if it's going to pull it. And then you can get into even the owner's manual. And a lot of these vehicles with regular cabs, extended cabs, different gear ratios, it all varies.
Yeah. And the 3.5 liter EcoBoost. So there is a package on that vehicle on the 21 F-150 that is going to have a max towing package.
Mhm.
With that max towing package on an F-150, you can tow close to 13,000 pounds.
Yeah.
It was 12.6, and then I think they raised it. It may be 13,000 pounds right now.
Yeah.
But if it's got to have that max towing package.
Correct. The GVWR is where you're really looking for.
Yeah. And that max towing package is going to increase that. It's also going to give you, because it includes like the transmission cooler.
Mhm.
It includes some equipment that you need to tow. I've had a little experience with Airstreams. My dad was an Airstream guy.
They're nice trailers.
Yeah. Usually at 20, what did he say? 26 foot. I mean, it's probably going to be 8,000 pounds.
Probably.
Depending on the year too. Some of the older Airstreams were a little
heavy.
heavier.
Yeah.
But it should be able to do it, but you've got to check that. And when you're looking at a truck to buy, always make sure that you are thinking about that you're thinking about the weight of your trailer. Also, whether you're talking about your weight of your trailer wet or dry.
Yeah.
If you're pulling a trailer and you filled up the water tanks,
It's like 10 pounds a gallon.
Yeah.
So you're looking at a lot of weight.
Yeah. So you always want to watch out for that. So make sure. And there's a couple of more questions that we're going to cover this, because sometimes we look at trucks and we say, oh yeah, I can do it. I can make it. I did it myself. I was looking at I don't remember how long the trailer was, but I had a Ram, and I wasn't pushing it. I was busting it. I was breaking way over what I should have been towing with that thing. But I was like, oh, I can do it. The problem with doing it is, you can do it. You could tow just about anything with anything.
It'll pull
In fact, what did we see with the tow hitch this morning driving up?
Oh yeah, on a Lincoln Town Car.
Oh, the Lincoln Town Car. We saw an old Lincoln Town Car driving down up the interstate today with a tow hitch on it. So you can tow anything with anything, but it's gonna
safety.
you can tow it. You can get it rolling, but can you stop it? And
Yeah.
also, can you control it?
Yeah.
And also, what kind of damage may it do to the vehicle that you're
Yeah.
towing with? So the answer to the 21 F-150 is, if it's got the max tow package, it should be able to easily pull that 26-foot
Mhm.
Airstream. But just check and make sure, because I think without that, the 3.5 is probably, depending on the gear ratings, probably a 7,500, 7,700 pound
I'd say around
towing.
72, 75. Yeah.
Okay. Another towing question. This one's on a Silverado.
Hmm.
And really the question revolves around the engine. So with the Silverado, with the like in a 2500 HD, here, I'll just read the question. I was trying to paraphrase the question, but I'll just read it. It says, I'm looking at a 2024 Silverado 2500 HD with a 6.6 Duramax. What's the difference between it and a 6.6 gas?
Well, the diesel obviously tow more weight.
Yeah.
So, and actually I had a 6.6 gas for a while, and I towed my, but I have a J Feather, a Jayco, but it towed 7,200 pounds like it was nothing.
Yeah.
So, but I think the rating on that was 10.5 or 11,000 on the gas. And then the diesels, they tow an extraordinary amount of weight.
And a lot of that difference is torque, right?
Oh yeah.
There's a big
Oh,
difference
yeah.
in torque
Yeah.
between the diesel and the gas engine.
Yes.
Same liter size, same size engine.
Yeah. Same cubic inches.
But the torque is completely different.
Yeah.
Like the diesel's twice as much.
Easily
975 pounds of torque.
Pretty close to 1,000 foot-pounds of torque.
And the gas engine is a lot lower than that.
Probably like 470.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of difference between that, and that torque is what really gets you moving. That's the difference. And again, you can tow anything with anything. So, but one reason that people look between those engines is cost.
Oh yeah.
There's a couple of other reasons. Some people don't want to deal with the DEF system.
That's a lot of it too.
We've got some companies that buy vehicles from us through our fleet department, and they will not do a diesel because a lot of they don't want to deal with the DEF system. They don't want to deal with the DPF filters and all that other stuff.
Yep, a lot of gas ones come in,
and they do a fine job. Yeah. So it really depends. But if you're going to be serious about, if you've got a heavy camper or you're towing fifth wheel or something for work, a construction trailer that's going to be 15,000 pounds or 12,000 pounds, you probably want to make the investment and look at the diesel.
Correct.
With some of the rebates and incentives right now, you can get into a diesel pretty affordably.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Somebody asked me the other day, Todd, this is not a question that was on the list, but they asked me about a 3-liter, speaking of Chevy, the Duramax diesel in a 3-liter 1500. And they wanted to know if we've had any problems with that 3-liter Duramax, and I couldn't think of any.
No, we really haven't. The only thing that comes to mind is we've had a few issues, and I think they've got it ironed out, is the control valve for the coolant. But I haven't seen any in quite a while.
Yeah. Sometimes you could look at that as an alternative. You had a 3-liter.
Yeah,
you have a 3-liter now. Yeah.
It tows that Jayco. It's a 27-footer, and it tows it like it's not even back there.
Yeah. So, an alternative, depending on the weight that you're towing, could be a half-ton with, like in the Ford, the 3.5 with the max towing package. That's a great choice. 13,000 pounds. I
think mine was rated at, I think when I did all the numbers, I think it was rated the half-ton 3-liter was safely, and you could pull it anywhere you wanted. It was around 10 or 11.
So if you're looking for a vehicle, there's a lot of choices, and that's why it's so good to shop with us. This is a off-brand question, but we can answer it.
Sure.
Got a 2020 Toyota Tundra with the 5.7. Should we install a transmission cooler to tow in New Mexico?
Well, usually a lot of them come with it, so you really got to look to see if it's already got one supplied with it when it was ordered. But if you're hauling something like a camper or something to do an external transcooler, that'd be a good idea. It keeps it cooler.
Sure. And even if you weren't going to do that, if you maintain that transmission fluid regularly,
Yeah.
if you've got a factory installed transmission cooler, which a lot of them do, make sure and address that transmission fluid. It's not like you can just drive it forever and not worry
No,
about that
well,
fluid.
the new ones, Dennis, they're the 8-10 speeds are every 45,000 miles. They come with a synthetic fluid, but they want them changed around 45,000.
Yeah.
So
just
it's important.
Make sure and stay up on that.
Yeah.
We've got a Ford question here. Can a 2023 Ford Maverick hybrid tow a small pop-up camper?
I wouldn't see why not. But then again, start looking at the GVWs and what that trailer weighs and what that Maverick will actually pull.
Yeah, you get a couple of choices with the Maverick. You can, I think the base towing on that's probably 2,000 pounds on the hybrid. You can get the EcoBoost engine in that Maverick, and they've got a tow package there that doubles that. It gets it up to 4,000 pounds. So but a small pop up, I mean, a lot of those
They don't weigh a lot.
They don't weigh much.
No.
1,500 pounds, 1,800 pounds.
Yep.
So you should be okay. But again, you're just like Todd said, you want to refer back to what's it say on the door. That little door plate that's got your VIN and all the information's got all of that information on there. So if you ever have a question about a vehicle, just look for that door plate.
Yep.
As a side note, if you are looking at used vehicles and you're looking at vehicles and you don't see that door plate, what should you do?
Well, I mean, even if it doesn't have a owner's manual, which is in there as well, you can get online and look at all that too.
And then, you can find a lot of that information online. But if you find a vehicle that does not have a door plate, make sure that you look at the VIN number on the dash, and that it matches up to what whoever's
Yeah.
selling it to you
Sure
does.
Yeah.
Because that door plate is the second indication of those are supposed to verify with each other.
Yeah, they'll match.
So you've got a plate on the dash, you've got a plate on the door. If you're looking at a vehicle and it's missing that plate on the door, it doesn't mean anything. Sometimes they peel off. Most of them now are riveted on and they stay. But if missing that door plate, it could mean that the door's been repaired.
Correct.
It could mean that it also just peeled off.
On the newer ones, you can get a hold of the manufacturer. They'll actually email you one, not the actual placard, but it'll be in paper that you could actually put in your glove box.
Yeah. Sometimes when I do VIN inspections, that's what we have to look at. We have to look at the one on the dash and the one on the door. Okay. We have got, we're pushing it, brother. I got time.
Going.
I got time for one more. Okay, we're gonna do one more. Jerry's shaking his head no, but I'm gonna do it anyway. But this was a good question. Does the air suspension on a 2023 Ram 2500 make towing better or worse?
I would say it makes it better because it's going to adjust for the weight too, and it's got to be better.
It's another system that you have to maintain because it's an airbag system, right?
Correct.
But what we've found is that we've had a lot of customers that really do use that self-leveling system and everything else,
and it works.
Yes, it does, and that's kind of specific to the Ram. I mean, you can install them on other vehicles.
Like GM only has them in like the Suburbans and like they don't have them in the pickups.
Yeah. So if you're looking for something like that, I got a ton of other questions. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a break and we're going to flip a coin and see if I've got time to answer a couple more when we come back from break. And because they just keep coming, man. They just keep coming in. So that's what we're going to do. If you're looking for a vehicle, get on down to Los Lunas, Malloy and Los Lunas, Ford, Chevy, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, all those vehicles, over 600 vehicles to look at. But when we come back, we may answer a couple more questions on the Malloy Los Lunas Auto Show on News Radio 96.3 KKOB. We are back on the Malloy Los Lunas Auto Show Balloon Fiesta Edition. We didn't really talk about the Balloon Fiesta too much, but that's what we're
We got a
calling
little
it.
bit in.
I really like that commercial about the construction thing. That was pretty
Yeah,
good. I
that
like
was
that
cool.
commercial. And they are tearing up roads, man.
Oh, they are.
The roads in Los Lunas, you can get to us just fine. I-25, Los Lunas exit 203. You're going to turn right. You're going to go east off the exit, and
You'll go through it.
you'll see us right there. But they are tearing up some roads in Los Lunas, baby. And so we're having a construction sale. So if you're looking for a deal, get on down there and take care of us. We'll take care of you. Take care of you. Yeah. We'll take care of you with our construction sale because we've got a bunch of stuff, and we got all kinds of deals. Hey, there was a couple more that I just had to, I wanted to go through these. I had some
Okay.
stuff to talk about, but we're going to just skip all of that and talk about this.
All right.
Because I get asked this question a lot. Is it okay to use the cruise control while towing with my 22 Chevy Silverado?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
That's fine.
In fact, yeah, even like, sometimes Todd and I drive up with a vehicle that's got Blue Cruise at Ford, or even Super Cruise at Chevy. Even like those, what automatic cruise controls,
Mhm.
even with that, and especially like with my Silverado, it knows that it's got a trailer hooked
Oh,
up
yeah.
to it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
with the trailer controls, it's got that on there. You may find sometimes going up and down hills, if you're going up a mountain or something like that, that you may want to use your pedal with that because sometimes you may want to gain a little speed if you're going up an incline or something like
Yeah.
that. But yeah, there's no problem using
Yeah, it
cruise
usually
control.
holds it'll usually with a tow haul mode, it'll hold it into a lower gear
Yeah.
going up hills and stuff. So.
And then I got this question, and I don't know the answer, and you don't know either, but I'm going to ask you.
Oh, cool.
Okay. And here's why you don't know. Can a 2024 Rivian RT, so an electric pickup truck Rivian, actually tow 10,000 pounds like they advertise?
Wow.
I don't know.
I don't know, and I know that's their own company. I've seen them, but if they say it will, then
Well,
I
and
guess-
the reason I wanted to answer that question is I don't know who
Yeah.
the heck knows. Hook it
look
up
at the
and see.
look at
Yeah.
the GVWR.
Send us a video. If
Yeah.
you do it, send us a video.
And if it doesn't, take it back to the
Yeah,
Rivian
yeah,
dealer.
yeah.
There you go.
But the reason I wanted to read that question
Huh.
was
10,000.
the same thing with the Ford Lightning, the same thing with the Silverado EV. The Silverado EV can tow a ton. I mean,
Oh,
it's
oh, yeah.
it's got a really good towing package on there. And the same with the Ford Lightning. Yes, you can tow with an electric vehicle. Just understand that while you may be able to tow 10,000 pounds, your range is going to be limited.
Yes.
The range while you're towing is going to be a lot less than if you're not towing.
Mhm.
As an EV owner, I know that's the case, with heating and cooling and a lot of the things that go on in an EV vehicle.
Yeah.
But so yes, you may be able to. It's like I said, you could tow anything with anything, really.
Yeah.
Hook it up and see. Let's see what happens. But you always want to look at those max tow ratings. You always want to look at your GVRW. You always want to look at all of that information. But I don't know. Let us know if you hook it up and tow it, and then you says, yeah, it does.
You may maybe go 50 miles. I don't know.
I don't know.
You
I
know,
got
don't
no
know.
idea, but that sounds like a good experiment.
But I have seen the vehicles.
Yeah.
I have seen those.
Yeah, they're not bad.
No, they're
I
actually
mean,
pretty nice.
The Lightning's better.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well,
The Silverado's
they're
better.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, it's all right.
I mean, that's a given. That's going to be a given.
That's a given. Yeah, there was a couple of those, and then there was another question here, and just understand, there was a question that got texted in to me that was asking about difference at altitude. Like they see a difference. Somebody visiting from out of town, from Arizona, comes up here, and they see a difference in their vehicle when they're towing.
Sure.
That's pretty normal
Yes, it is.
because of the altitude.
Yes.
Right,
Exactly.
we're at 5,000 feet or whatever
They're
we're
down
at.
towards sea. I mean, you're getting closer to sea level. You got more air.
Yeah.
And
So-
they actually do run better
Yeah.
down at sea level.
So you're gonna see that little bit of difference. So if this is your first time maybe towing a trailer up from Arizona or Texas or
Mhm.
something, you will see a little bit of a difference. Not a huge difference, but you may notice that.
Yes.
But I wanted to go over a couple of those. Man, we appreciate it, man. I've had all kinds of questions sent to us this week. And again, if you've got a car question, change that email to info@malloyjeep.com, info@malloyjeep.com, and we will cover them. Either get back to you in person, or we will cover you on the show as well. If you've got a question and you want to talk to somebody at the dealership, give us a call, 505-451-0714. 505-451-0714. You can reach all of our dealerships, all of our departments there. And again, we're talking about all three of the best-selling American, all three of the big three, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Ford, Chevrolet, all at one location, all construction priced. We've got all kinds of deals, including those finance specials going on. If you are looking for a vehicle and you're in town, get on down to Los Lunas. Come on, what are you doing? You're waiting around for the balloons to blow back up tonight for the balloon glow. Get on down.
Us. Follow us down.
Yeah, just follow us down. We're in the Durango.
Yeah.
Just get on down to Los Lunas. You pick up a vehicle, drive back to the Balloon Fiesta tonight, watch that, drive back home in your new car. You're going to love it, because that's what we do in Malloy and Los Lunas. We get people in vehicles that they love. And so if you're thinking about a vehicle, remember Malloy Los Lunas. You can visit MalloyLosLunas.com or call us 505-451-0714. And this is Dennis and Todd with the Malloy Los Lunas Auto Show on 96.3 News Radio KKOB.